Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Mark, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to install an H11 LED bulb onto your factory headlights. Now, what you need is the actual H11 LED bulb. Also, you'll also need a wiring harness. Why? Let's get into it. You see, now I took out my headlight from my car just for the presentation of this video. You don't really have to unless you're more comfortable taking out your headlight and working on a table, which is a lot more cleaner. It gives you more space, more room, and also it gets you to look through the back of your headlights more comfortable because you don't really want to work on the engine, putting your arm, putting your hand underneath and not really seeing what you're doing. Now what I'm holding here, right, is a GTR lighting LED bulb. This is an H11. This is a Hyundai Sonata 2009-2010 headlight. It's a factory. What I have here on my left hand is the wiring harness. This is a conversion wiring harness for an H11 to an H11B. Why? Because our factory headlights holds an H11B bulb. But this is an H11 bulb, so you're going to need the conversion wiring for it. Why am I doing this? The reason why I'm doing this is because if you go online and you look at HIDs and you look at LED bulbs for your factory Hyundai Sonata 2009-2010 vehicle, you'll notice that there's not that many options for the H11. For the H11B. So when you come across the H11, there's a huge listings of LED bulbs. I went with the GTR lighting just because the output is a lot brighter, but you're gonna need one of these. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna teach you guys how to remove your factory halogen bulb so then we can replace it with one of these bad boys. So let's go ahead. So let's crack open this bad boy right here. It's like show and tell, it's like Christmas all over again in May. H11. Make sure that when you're purchasing one of these, you're also going to have to separately purchase one of the conversion wiring harness, which is this bad boy right here. I'll show you why you need that. Let's place this on the table here. Sorry if I'm speaking too loud on the camera. It's because I have the camera mounted and it's very close to my face. Oh, this is beautiful. This color right here is a 6K or 6500K, but it produces pure white. If you see my video on how I installed the GTR lighting for the T10 bulb right here, it's the same color, same pure white. This, I'll put the link below where you can purchase one of these. Now, you get what you pay for. This cost a pretty penny. You know, at first I did go on eBay, but at first I was gonna purchase one of those eBay LED bulbs, but I just felt that the price was too cheap. And I felt if I purchased one of them, they're just gonna go bad in a couple of months. So I did my research and I came and I found out that these are long lasting, especially if you're gonna take the time to open up your headlights, remove your headlights to install one of these. You don't wanna continuously do this every couple of months just because you bought a cheap LED bulb. Okay, these zip ties are for the wiring. What is this? I dropped something that's very small and it is a screw. So just be careful, there's two of them. There's another one in the bag. Okay, so let's go ahead and now let's look at your headlight. Okay, so once you remove your headlight from your car, put it on a table and just Let's work from the back. Keep in mind that you're gonna see two end caps that look similar. The wider one is the low beam, the shorter one is the high beam. We're not gonna work with the high beam, we're only working with the low beam. So just twist it. And that's the factory halogen light bulb. This is the H11B. Just twist it. Ew, look how ugly it looks. It's right there. You can just snap it off. There's two tabs right here. You don't need any tools for this moment. Just put this away. You don't really need it anymore. Okay, next step. Let's take this beautiful work of art LED bulb. Let's take a look at it. I want you guys to see this tabs right here. There's one right here, one right there, and then one right here. What we're gonna do is we're going to take, I believe it's this big one right here. Oh, sorry, this one right here. And we're going to place it, you see this tab right there? That's the wider side. We're going to put it sideways like that. You're gonna come to the point where when you put your new LED bulb inside, look at the symbol, the GTR right here. It needs to be 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, but it won't go. It just stays right there. The reason why, again, this needs to be straight. It's not, it's in an angle. The reason why is because this kit came with this hex tool. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this, and you'll notice that little screw right there. We're gonna have to remove that screw, and we're gonna move this. Okay, so I removed the small screw. I'm going to show you guys that this is the 12 o'clock position. If you move it, you're going to see another hole. That's not the hole we want. We want that one right there. So now if you look at it, GTR, GTR, that's where you need to be. Okay, so if this is straight, move it to the left 1, that's 1, and this is 2. GTR, straight 12 o'clock, but is now over here, the screw. Just make sure it's tight. Okay, so that little hole, that screw, that hex screw is right here. You're gonna move it 1 and then 2 to the left. Okay, now you're gonna take this. There you go. And you're good. Sticks out a little bit. The reason why it sticks out is because it has a built-in fan over here. And now that that's taken care of, yes, no problem. Awesome. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's work with this. All right, so now we're gonna get to the point where you're gonna need to connect the wiring. I mentioned the conversion wiring harness because of the H11 to H11B bulb, but I came across that this Hyundai Sonata already has this wiring that fits properly here. However, when I purchased this H11B conversion wiring harness, I'm going to show you why I had to purchase this. So I purchased this to connect as so, and then this would have to go here. However, this fits perfectly in here. But when I purchased this, I'm going to show you why I had to purchase this. I want you guys to keep this in mind because it seems that a lot of Hyundai 09, 010, Hyundai Sonata headlights, the factory headlights, are different. They're made different. You see this wiring harness right here? I'm going to show you another one that I'm working on for our future project. So I opened this one up. Don't want to show too much detail on what I'm doing with this one, but I want to show you this harness. This is not going to fit. This is a factory 2009, 2010 Sonata headlight, but the harness, the wiring is different. So this one fits perfectly with this one. However, this one won't. That is why you need this to connect them together, positive and negative. So you have to keep in mind when you're going to purchase your GTR lighting, before you purchase the conversion wiring harness, open up the cap on your low beam and take a look. If it looks identical to this, you do not need this wiring harness. But if it looks like this, you will. You're gonna have to feed it through there. So this is actually good on my end because I don't have to do that. All I have to do is plug it in. Just for the sake of the show, of this video, I'm just gonna plug it in, correct? There. And you're good to go. You do want to check with your testing it back into your headlight to make sure everything's working properly, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you guys what you need to do with this big bulky area here. Like I mentioned, this is your fan for the GTR lighting H11 bulb. You're going to need, this is why it came with a zip tie. I'm not going to do it right now, but you're going to put it all firmly, and then you're going to zip tie it, and you're going to find space in there. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to remove this slowly. I'm going to feed all the wiring in there. Hold on, let me get a towel. Get out of here, you bug. I'm going to put a towel so I can flip this over because I don't want to stretch, I don't want to scratch the headlight. Oh, maybe I don't. Let's see if I can do this manually. We're good to go. Now let's close it up. And that is it. Everything's in there. So now let's go ahead. I'm gonna put this back inside the car. And then I'm gonna wait until it's dark outside so you guys can see how bright this bad boy is. All right? All right, so it's late at night and I turned both headlights on. The one on my left is the GTR lighting, and the right one is just a stock halogen light bulb.